Hello, Kristen here. I'm inviting everybody who's part of King's Church, if you'd like to join me this summer at the Christian Camp Revive, which is run by the network of churches that I was always a part of growing up, the Ichthus Christian Fellowship. And actually, in my view, is one of the best kept secrets on the Christian camping calendar. It's not as big as some of the better known ones. Be 1,500 to 2,000 folks in the absolutely stunning and beautiful Ashburnham grounds. If you don't know Ashburnham, it's down in Sussex. It's got 3 lakes. The estate was actually designed by a guy called Capability Brown. If you know your English kind of gardening history, you probably have heard of him. He actually kind of sculptured a lot of what we think of as our beautiful landscapes that you see in kind of old Jane Austen adaptations. And so the grounds have these nice rolling hills. They have woodlands. They've got 3 lakes. One of them is fine to swim in. It will be supervised, so it's fantastic for children. And we used to go growing up with our 3, and they used to go disappearing off into the woods, exploring where there are Victorian follies to find and so on. And then there's a whole programme of organised events, and actually I'm on the programme, so that's I have a vested interest. I'm there anyway. But we want to take a good group because actually it's a fantastic opportunity for us as kings to kind of bond together and actually share life together, share extended times and real food, a little bit of competition, take part in events that will feed us from other perspectives, rather than just our own, from early morning prayer if you want to do those things, to late night prayer if you want to do it at that end, to worship, to jazz clubs, to kind of quiz nights, all sorts of events and things going on, and of course sporting events. So the dates for Revive are the 3rd to the 10th of August. You can book, the details for booking are in the website links below. And as I say, because this year the theme is fearless and free, and it's themed around Jubilee, which we've been looking at as a church, because it is actually the 50th year since Ichthus was started as a movement. And in reflection of that, the organisers are taking a faith risk, a faith step, in that the cost of camping is only 1/10 of what it really needs to be, so that everybody can participate, and in faith that actually the money will come in through gifts and other things, or people paying above that 10% in terms of what they can afford, and hopefully it all builds up and everything gets covered. So this is a great year to go because we can all, there's no financial reason not to go. If you think you can only cope with camping for a few days, not for the whole week, well pay the fee. It's £21 for an adult, £10 to £11 for a child. And if you don't like it after a few days, you can always go home to that nice comfy bed again. So there will be more information on this, but we really want to start to encourage you. And just to flag that special reduced price lasts, I think it's till the end of June, at which point, because it's getting closer, they have to kind of cut off, and then it will go up to the full price for everybody. But actually, if we can make the most of it and get folks booked in now, if you've never been camping before, part of what of Nigel and Wendy's role as our kind of chorale coordinators will be we're kind of collecting material together, camping equipment and so on. So you don't have to have everything up front. We can pool stuff. We'll be cooking together. We'll try and make it as easy an experience for those who've never done camping before as it can be. So please take it seriously, because this is a great opportunity to spend time, get to know people really well, and receive spiritual feeding from perspectives that are beyond ourselves, but actually not so dissimilar that they'll be totally alien. So that's probably enough that I need to say at this stage. Please join me. It'll be absolutely great to see you there. I would love to have a community of about 40 of us from King's Church. We could easily manage that, I think. But I think there's at least 6 or 7 of us now already booked in. Use the links below, book in. When you do, it will list the full price, but you only have to pay 10% of that. But also be challenged about how generous you can be. And we'll communicate further as we look at taking a wider group and making sure anyone who wants to come can be there. So hopefully, well, I'll see you before the 3rd of August. But my prayer is that we've got a great community there. We really enjoy ourselves. We get spiritually fed, we get challenged, and we make relationships outside of our own locale, but with people who are close enough we can share the future with as well. See you then.